Man, I gotta be honest. I can kind of see both sides of the fence. Um, in one instance, I understand where Will coming from. I mean, that's his wife, and that is probably something traumatic that their family is dealing with, and it's probably hard on her. And for him to joke about it, it probably took him somewhere. I mean, you don't know where they are mentally, and where Will is mentally on that. I mean, trying to deal with it, and it could possibly be something that just can't be cured. And for the person you love, you're willing to go well beyond and do whatever it is to try and make that loved one life comfortable. And he possibly could have been, excuse me, in a bad place. But on the flip side of it, as a father, um, as a mentor, as a man that many look up to, that don't look good. Because how you gonna preach a positive message when you're putting negativity out in the atmosphere? There's enough violence in the world right now that we're trying to trend it back, and especially when it comes to black on black. It seems that we're more vicious to each other than other races are to us. We tend to talk about what other races do to us and how they treat us, but we treat each other worse. And that looks bad. I feel like Will and him could have talked backstage, and Will could have slapped him backstage, you know, out the way of cameras. I mean, that's one of the biggest awards that's on the planet. And it's not many of us that attend those awards and actually win the awards there. Um, Man, it looked bad. It looked bad. It looked bad. But again, I understand where you're coming from, because if it was my wife, I slapped I slapped the hell out of somebody too. And again, we don't know where Will was mentally at that moment, man. And being his wife was upset, it took him somewhere. And if it was your mate and she was upset, it'd take you somewhere too. But I think we got to be more professional about it. And I think Will should have let him finish that segment and went behind the curtains and knocked his head off, and then came on back like nothing happened. Because right now, that's assault. And he don't necessarily have to press charges on Will. The state will actually pick the charges up. That was done in front of the world. They don't need any witnesses, because it's recorded, it's documented, it's stamped, time, date. Not that it would matter to him. I mean, he's a filthy rich man, but I think we got to make better judgment. However, I'm still a big fan of him. Not gonna look at him any different. He's a man. He done probably what I would have done. So who am I to judge him? I'm not gonna judge him. I'm just speaking on how I think he should have handled it. It's just my preference, but it's not to take away from him as a man. And I don't want you to look at him any different as a man, because he's a good guy. I mean, just from what I see that's put out in the atmosphere, we get a piece of his life, and what I get from that piece of his life is he's a stand-up guy. So I wish him and his family well. Man, I don't know how business is gonna go from here out, especially from his own black people. They're upset. Um, Man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.